Hey guys, Hawk here. You're not going to be seeing much of me in this video, but that's okay. This is the first video in a series where I basically just show you how I'm going to build my setup from the ground up. And this is a year-long process, not just the setup, mind you, but building the computer and getting the money for the components and stuff like that, which I will explain later on. But right now, I'm just going to show you my room where I'm actually going to be setting up the L-shaped desk. It's going to be 94 inches this way by 94 inches this way, all the way to my closet right there. And the reason why I'm building it personally as opposed to just buying one is, one, this size and this quality would cost me somewhere around $600 about, because I not only want a big one, but I want one that's actually going to be really sturdy. And so it's just cheaper. I got all the wood and stuff for about $200, which isn't bad. I'm going to stain it different stuff, but you'll see more of that in a second. But I just wanted to give you an idea of what this setup is going to be. I have two panels here, and these are just steel server panels that I got from my dad's work where he works. Story behind them is when they shipped him to his work, it had some dings, and this entire, you can't tell, but this entire corner starting about here is bent this way, actually quite a bit. You can't tell here, which is fine for me, but it had some scuffs here and there. And then this one, I'm pretty sure the only thing wrong with this one is that scuff right there. And, you know, when you're in a business, that's just unacceptable. So instead of sending them back, they just complained to them and they sent them new ones. So these were just laying around, and my dad thought of me and he picked them up for me. So I got these for free, which is nice because they're industrial quality, obviously, but they're just server panels. And I thought, hey, if I hang those up on my wall, then I can use them as magnet boards instead of corkboard, which this corkboard's alright, but you know, it's with today's stuff you can get one for like 20 bucks, but it's cheap. It's mostly cardboard and it's just not the best quality I could get. But these, I really like them. So I'm thinking putting LED strip lighting down here and then have a hue adjuster so I can set the level of intensity on those just for my overall desk lighting eventually. But I've spent enough time in here, so let's go down and I'll show you the wood I cut out. I was going to get a tripod for this, but I figured, you know, might as well do it by hand. This is 3/4 of an inch red oak, and I'm going to be staining it, and I got it all cut out. This is 95% cut out. You can see that this is one of the pieces. This is going to go by my closet. This is upside down, so this would be the underside of this is the face that you'll be seeing. This big piece right here is actually slanted slightly right there, and the reason for that is my bed is going to go somewhere right here, and so it'll be hard for me to walk around my bed without killing myself on that corner. So I kind of chopped it down a little bit. I will leave, I was going to say I was going to leave a link in the description, but actually I'm just going to post a picture of what it will overall look like here in a second. So that's what it should look like when it's finished. I measured everything twice, cut once, and it's turned out pretty well so far. This is the stain that I'm going to be coloring it. It's a nice stain. I don't have the polyurethane on here, obviously, because it's just a test piece, but yeah, it should be really stable. This is a lot heavier than I thought. I managed to fit everything. Even though this is an almost 8 by 8 foot desk, I managed to fit everything onto 3 pieces of 4 foot by 8 foot plywood. Sorry, had to think about that. And that's 2 desks, because this whole desk right here is one. You can see the cutout for cable management. There'll be a shelf over it. You saw it in the picture. But this is going to be one desk, and this is going to be another desk, and this is going to go on here like that. And if you can picture that, and so it'll be 2 separate desks that I can pull apart at any time if I ever wanted to. So it's a really nice solid desk, and I just need to cut some of the braces. These, I'm going to cut them in like triangles, and then I'm going to use those for some of the braces just to give it some extra support. And I will probably do that this weekend because I need to pull out a bunch of stuff to cut this, and I'll do that. So And this is the only scraps, which I'm really happy about. This is literally, there's nothing behind here. This is literally potatoes. I didn't know we had potatoes. Anyway, this is literally all of the scrap that I have, which is really, really nothing, especially for having 3 plywood sheets. So, these, by the way, these were $49 a piece, I think. But with everything else, the screws, these are braces I'm going to be cutting here and here. So it has 2 holes a piece, and those are for different things. I'll explain at a later date when I have it all together, but I got 5 of these. I got a few other stuff, obviously the stain, some brushes, just different stuff. All of it together cost about $200. The only other thing I really have for this gaming setup right now, besides the wood cutout, is the Corsair M95 gaming mouse. I really, really like this mouse. Sorry for the focus, my camera's being weird. It's something simple, like a dead spot for your thumb, so when you're picking it up, you're not squeezing any buttons. All these buttons are really easy to find. I really recommend this mouse. Go ahead and look up more reviews, because I'm not going to do a review on this because it speaks for itself. There's plenty of reviews out there. So LinusTechTips, I'll link that in the description. Some of the things that he doesn't mention, which I'll mention really quick on here, has a heavy wheel, which he touched on lightly, but this is a really, really heavy wheel. Nice, it's actual rubber on here. It's not just like plastic, which you would expect for an $80 mouse. The forward and back buttons are these 2 ones right here. Back is here, forward is here. DPI up and down is set automatically on these. And you can launch programs by binding anything to one button, which this button right here I actually have bound to launch the program to manage this mouse, which is really convenient. I have that on all my profiles. Switch profiles here, you can have up to 6 profiles. I have enter here, control here, so if you're opening up a new tab in a browser, just hold that and press the link and it'll open up in a new tab. It's really convenient. Copy paste is here and here. They have something in the program for copy paste, but it actually doesn't work. Something with the programming. I'm sure they'll fix it in a later driver, but for now just do macro record and control C or control V or whatever you need to do. Same with saving. It's something weird. I actually had to restart my computer because it was almost like it was holding control the entire time. Like as soon as I pressed that button once, it would hold control the entire time, and I had to reset my computer before I figured it out. So just some warnings on that. But yeah, I love this mouse. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit like. It really helps me out. If you have any questions about what's going on, go ahead and leave a comment in the section below and I'll get back to you on that. Until next time. The reason why I did the outro right there and I still have stuff to talk about is because most people aren't going to find this very interesting. So I just did the outro right there and I figured, you know, if you want to leave, go ahead. But anyway, if you want more information on what's going on, I'm going to explain that here. Basically why I'm taking a full year to build this computer. I plan on finishing it by the end of the year, this year, 2013. And the reason why I'm taking so long on it is because the way you're supposed to build a computer is, you know, you go and spend $400 or $500 on computing equipment, and then you upgrade slowly over time. Now my logic doesn't see any logic in that. So basically what I'm going to be doing, instead of buying cheap components, $130 motherboard for instance, and then later on upgrading to a $270 motherboard, which is the current one I'm getting at that price, I'm just going to go straight to the higher end one, because I could probably get a computer in the next month, but then I would be spending way more just trying to upgrade it. So instead of right now satisfaction, I'm just going to wait for that long-term satisfaction, because I know I'm going to be happier with that. So I can wait, and this isn't something I need right now, so it's just kind of a long-term project that I'm going to have fun with. So that's the reason for that. Now keep in mind I am spending quite a bit of money, and I only work like 10 hours a week, so I'm saving up for that, and that takes a while for me. Because I don't care what your financial situation is, whether you're 12 years old and can afford $3,000 a week, because I actually saw someone on YouTube that claimed that, which obviously was crap. Anyway, sorry I'm rambling. But yeah, so this is the real outro. If I leave anything out, I'll leave it in the description. Go ahead and read that. So, until next time.